Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. From my side, I'm sure you all can feel it. Basically, I'm talk a little bit about a company which has been doing a lot in terms of connecting the real India, which is as most of our population is in the rural area, and we did a lot of work in the rural part of the country, and so I wanted to share a few things around that. Just a minute on who we are. I mean, we are basically an MPLS VPN connectivity provider. We're a telecom company. We basically do we connect all these applications which are being hosted in the cities with the end user, who's the villager that we are all targeting. So we do that, and when we do that, we also provide a whole lot of managed services along with that services that we provide. So by going to rural, I mean, what actually we garnered is that we've actually become a leader in MPLS VPN, in the sense that we've connected more number of villages, more number of locations in India than any other telco who is connected. So you name anybody else, I mean, they have not connected even 1/3 of the number of sites that we've connected. So that's actually what is the reward of actually going into rural India. It also gives us a great deal of pleasure that we're able to deliver services in about 1700 plus locations, and that makes us even the fourth largest network integrator in the country. So net, I mean, going rural has actually been very, very beneficial for our company. So what we can do for the rural India is basically go and connect any village, any taluk, any panchayat, I mean, anybody who's looking at any kind of connectivity in terms of data. We provide those services. Today our network spans to about 1700 odd locations, but India is very, very large. We have a long way to go. In terms of solutions, we are actually working on delivering some online banking in rural areas, some e-literacy projects, some e-enabled education centers. We've got certain projects around healthcare. We're doing a lot of internet telephony and video conferencing in very, very backward regions in the country. Let me just take 1 minute and tell some of the things that we've done. We've done state-wide area networks in many states, I mean, namely Haryana, West Bengal, MP, and a host of others. What we actually do is that we do two levels of connectivity. One, we connect the state capitals to the taluka level connectivity. But what we can also do is that when we go and connect the taluka, there are a whole lot of other offices that are nearby which need connectivity to the statewide area network. So we actually go and connect that piece also. So in this, what happens is that we actually provide both vertical and horizontal connectivity in terms of statewide area networks. We also did few projects around building data centers for some of the states. We also work very closely with a lot of these electricity boards in terms of APDRP projects and a whole lot of others, which is actually taking our network very, very deep into the country. The more such projects we do, more we are able to leverage and more we are able to provide connectivity to more such applications which are coming up. One project which we are very, very proud of is the Akshaya network, which we created in Malappuram. I forgot to mention the district to Mr. Chandra. So basically, in Malappuram, what we did was we actually made the entire district wireless. So I mean, anywhere in the district, when you basically wirelessly connectable, and so you can use the device and get connected in that district. The other thing that we are very proud of, which we just completed, is in a very backward region in Karnataka, in Chitradurga district. We connected all the taluka levels, and we're providing internet. We're providing internet telephony, and we're also doing video conferencing on the network. So this is actually enabling a lot in terms of our in terms of rolling out other applications that can be delivered at these taluka levels. So in terms of some few things that I wanted to say, I mean, basically what happens is that when we go pretty deep into the country, you kind of have two challenges. One, in terms of very uptimes. Two, in terms of the cost, because you are actually taking your cables thousands of kilometers and then delivering in very, very harsh conditions, both electrically and weather-wise. Even at those levels, I mean, I wanted to share with you that we are actually able to achieve 99.86% uptime. So that actually should give confidence to all these people who are building applications and looking at delivering services to the end users, that we can actually build a very stable network in the rural India. Apart from that, of course, I mean, we can do data centers and more managed services and all that. Just a few points on how it's done, so that you have an idea about why it's so available. We actually build a mesh network which is meant for high availability. So each of the POPs that are present actually have multiple connectivity, so you don't lose out if one of the connectivities fail. And from the point of presence, we actually connect most of these talukas, villages, and these offices that are there present there wirelessly. So and it gives us huge amount of flexibility in terms of amount of bandwidth that we can deliver. The moment we go and connect a POP, we can start with as low as 32 kbps and go up to 10 gigabits in terms of how much amount of bandwidth we can provide there. So it's only a matter of time that you would want more and more bandwidth, and I'm sure we'll be able to provide that. Another important thing is this is basically a converged IP network. So basically what would happen is that you name the application, you can actually port on it, and you're not dependent only on static data, the visible ones, but you can use video and you can use voice and any other application that comes up. So net, it's more or less there. A lot of our companies actually are going C and D category cities. So it's not just that we're doing this business in the interest of the government alone, but what happens is that when we go and build these statewide data networks and we build these horizontal and vertical connectivities at these remote locations, most of these large companies like ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, a whole lot of other banks, most of these companies now have got initiatives to go and tap the potential that's available there. So we are actually leveraging the same network that was built for the government to actually serve many other private enterprises. By doing so, actually the entire thing is actually becoming a very, very viable business model, and that's what drives our interest in actually going and doing more and more into going and building such networks in India. So basically one message I wanted to tell you, that we are actually there. We would go and connect the last village in the country. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.